New England game. Houston, the score doesn't really show it. They beat them 28-22, but it really was a beatdown. New England's offense couldn't get anything going, and the touted New England defense was not able to stop Deshaun Watson, who threw for 3 touchdowns and had another one. I guess it's technically a receiving touchdown, was more of a pitch, but 4 total touchdowns. But I want to know what this tells you about New England's chances of returning to the Super Bowl this year.
I'm telling you this. Billy Belichick and crew have us right where they want us. Not believing, starting to think about, this team doesn't have it in them anymore. The offense is struggling. And you know what? I'm still going in that notion. That offense is bad.
It's bad,
man. That offense is really bad. Tom Brady has looked bad. Mitch Trubisky has had a better 5-game stretch than Tom Brady. Oh, I think 4 or 5 games I saw.
Yeah.
It's just unreal what's happening over there. And it's a shame because that defense is really, really good. But, they're only averaging, 17 points a game the last couple games.
Yeah, it's
somewhere
tough to hold teams to 17 points consistently.
Yeah, outside of the 22 they had against Houston, which I guess some of it was garbage time.
Yeah, most of it was garbage time, really.
So to me, it's like it's hard to lose faith in New England, but I just don't see it. I don't see how to even when it comes up to this next week. You couldn't keep up with Houston. Baltimore wrecked you, and then you play Kansas City this week, who just went and curb stomped Oakland this past Sunday. So
now obviously Oakland you can't compare them to New England, but this weekend will be a big litmus test for the New England Patriots facing that Kansas City offense.
That Kansas City offense hasn't been that good, really. They haven't
comparatively
to last year. And then you see what they did
but
last week.
Now they're starting to click though. They're starting to pick up momentum a little bit.
So where are they in New England? We'll talk about it later. But
I believe they are in Foxborough.
I just don't. I don't see how they could keep up with the 3 teams that they're going to play in the regular season, who they might go 0-3 again.
You mean in the regular season or postseason?
Regular. Well, go against them again in the postseason.
Oh, yeah.
Because they played Baltimore, they played Houston, now they play Kansas City.
Yeah, man, I'm totally with you.
And they have to play Buffalo, sorry. They have to play Buffalo again one more time, who Buffalo's rolling. And Buffalo really could have beat them that first time.
They could have, but Josh Allen gets hurt, they lose by 6.
Yes, there's a very good chance Buffalo could still win this division.
Oh, I 100% agree. I'm totally with you. I think their Super Bowl chances are in pretty serious jeopardy. And it does feel kind of wrong saying that because Tom Brady and Bill Belichick have consistently reminded us not to lose faith in them because they always, or seemingly always, find a way to pull through. However, at some point we do have to acknowledge that Tom Brady is a 42-year-old quarterback. And just watching him this year, he does look like a different guy. And
looks done.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say done, but he clearly is not the type of quarterback that can carry your team. He's a game manager, and I say that with the large amount of respect because at this age, just being able to be a game manager effectively is a hell of a feat.
He needed AB.
But not only is their offensive line struggling with young players and with injury to vets, but like you said, you also have to look at the wide receivers that he's throwing it to. So let me just break this down for everyone real quick. His number 1 option is Julian Edelman, 7th-round draft pick, who is a quarterback in college. And I don't know if you noticed, but he's pretty short. So number 1 receiver.
Very good, though.
He's an excellent slot receiver, one of the best in the league, and obviously favorite target of Brady, really reliable. But that's his number 1 wide receiver. Number 2 option, pass catching the ball. James White, a 5'7" running back. Number 3 option now is Mohamed Sanu, who just got there, and now he's already hurt. And then 4th option, take your pick. Do you want to go with N'Keal Harry, who's been injured all year, and he's a rookie in that offense? Do you want to go with Philip Dorsett, who's got a 44% catch rate since week 4, absolutely awful? Or do you want to go with Matt Lacoste, that tight end, who, is this guy even a real football player, Matt Lacoste? I don't know.
Lacoste Shoes? Is that the company with the alligator on them?
Yeah, Lacoste, yeah. Yeah, his family name. He got the gig because of his dad. His dad knows the guy who knows the guy who knows Bob Kraft. But anyway, and then you look, and last year they were able to have success, particularly at the end of the season, because they were running the ball so effectively. So they had 127 yards a game, almost 4.5 yards a carry on the year, and in the postseason, that jumped up to 161 yards, and that's what pushed them on the Super Bowl run. But now in 2019, they're not even averaging 100 yards a game, and they're averaging 3.5 yards a carry. So almost a yard,
Sonny Michel has not looked
That's
good.
not going to work, particularly because you lost Gronk on the offense. Obviously, you lost Josh Gordon, who I guess he wasn't a huge part last year, but still, the offense does not have the same weapons that it had last year at pass catcher. And that you saw against Houston that this defense, if the offense can't score points and they're going 3-and-out punt, 3-and-out punt, 3-and-out punt, turnover, missed field goal, that defense is going to get tired. Eventually, you're going to get gashed, particularly by a Houston, by a Kansas City, by a Baltimore that has so many guys who can make splash plays, and New England just can't. They're going to have to consistently win close games and hope their defense can hold teams under 20, and even then, who knows if that offense can squeak out that many points.
Absolutely agree. I agree with all of that.